Welcome to day one of growing and mastering our finances. And today we're going to be discussing laying the foundation and framework for growth in our finances. And there's 5 thoughts that I want to share with you today when it comes to laying that foundation for growth in our finances. And the first thing we have to do is we have to acknowledge that everyone may have not come from the most ideal situations and backgrounds. We all have a different story. Some of us weren't taught about finances and how to manage our money. Some of us may have been blessed with parents who did. And some of us have had to fight and scrap for everything that we have. So it's important that we acknowledge the fact that we all come from different situations. We all come from different backgrounds and walks of life. Some come from 2-parent households, some from single-parent households, some with maybe no consistent, positive parental figure in their lives. So we have to acknowledge the fact that we all have different cards that we've been dealt. But it's up to us to play the cards that we've been dealt. And so that leads me to point number 2, which is to accept that no matter what our backgrounds and situations may be, we have the power and the ability to improve our situations. This means acknowledging that we have no control over the cards we may have been dealt, but we have control over playing the cards that we have been dealt. And in order to control the cards that we've been dealt, you have to believe that you've been blessed and that you're gifted to be able to change and improve your situation. So you have to make up in your mind, if you don't believe, that with God, all things are possible and He can help you change and improve your situation. And the third thing we have to do is to accept the responsibility of putting in the work to create the progress that we desire to see. There's no shortcuts in the process. And being where we want to be financially is a process. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. It requires consistency. It requires discipline. And it's going to take some time. Financial freedom, financial independence, and wealth don't just happen overnight. No matter what some people may try to trick you into believing, sustaining wealth and financial freedom and independence all take time. It's going to require us to learn some new things. It's going to require us to make some sacrifices. So it's important for us to accept the responsibility for the things that we're going to have to do in order to create financial freedom and to see the progress that we desire to see in our finances. The fourth thing is you have to have a why. You have to have a reason for why you want to be financially free, why you want to be wealthy. And that reason can be your family. It can be your children. It can be because of the fact that you want more blessings so that you can have more resources to be able to bless others. But we all have to have a why behind, why do I want to be financially free? And your why is that burning desire, and it's that motivation that helps you to pay the price to become financially free. Because it's not going to be always an easy journey to create the financial freedom that we aspire to have. So that why is going to help you to stay committed. It's going to help you to make the sacrifice. It's going to help you to say, no, not right now. I'm going to say no today for greater later. So ask yourself, what is it that's going to make me say no to eating out as much? Especially if that's the money that we should be saving and budgeting. What is it that's going to make you say no to Starbucks every day? What is it that's going to make you and I say no to have the latest J's every month and to buy that new bag before we even pay ourselves. That's your why. Your why has to be stronger than all those things that we give into. Your why has to help you have the discipline to say no to some things so that you can have a greater future. And number 5 is we have to make a commitment to stop making excuses. In our finances, we cannot play the blame game or the victim game and get ahead in our finances. Because no matter how much I complain, there can be 1,000 reasons, and they may be legitimate, that I can come up with that I can say I'm not going to improve or I can't improve because of this. But there's also always solutions and answers to a situation as well. So we have to make the decision to say, am I going to concentrate on solutions or am I going to continue finding and making excuses? And it doesn't matter how many excuses or how many reasons that we can come up with that keep us from creating the progress. At the end of the day, none of those things are going to save us and improve our finances. So we just have to go ahead and say, okay, let me focus on solutions and let me do what it takes to create progress. And that's how we're going to start the process of changing and improving our finances. So you and I can complain all day long, but our situation is never going to change until we change. So go ahead and make the decision to make a change. So I want us to begin to adopt this mindset. It's the mindset of, I'm going to do what's necessary in order to reap the benefits and the blessings that are destined for me. I'm going to do what is necessary to reap the benefits of the blessings that are destined for me. So if you're ready to make the commitment of putting in the work to grow your finances and to accept responsibility for your finances and to stop making excuses, then get ready for this challenge and get ready to see growth and progress and breakthrough in your finances. Action items for today. Number 1, acknowledge your situation and the cards that you have been dealt. The cards that you have been dealt may not have been favorable. That's fact. Everyone has not been in situations where they've been blessed with a great upbringing. That's real. That's fact. But you got to acknowledge it. And then number 2 is we have to believe that we have the power to change and improve our situation. Number 3 is to make a commitment to do what it takes to create financial freedom. And number 4, define and identify your why. And number 5, focus on solutions, not complaints. No excuses. So if you've enjoyed this video today, all I ask is 2 things. Number 1, go ahead and press subscribe. And number 2, share this video with someone else.